In this video, I want to discuss with you the benefits of Agaricus mushroom, otherwise known as Brazil mushroom. This is a edible medicinal mushroom with a high level of vitamins, minerals, and other medicinal constituents such as polysaccharides and beta-glucans that give it most of its medicinal or therapeutic properties. Now, though this mushroom's origins are in Brazil, it was discovered by a Japanese researcher along his travels that it had adaptogenic and immunomodulatory benefits, and then thus incorporated it into other Eastern philosophies of medicine, Japanese and Chinese medicine. And so today is a common herbal remedy used throughout Eastern medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, and Japanese medicine, primarily for its positive effects on the immune system. So it is commonly used to treat issues such as cancer, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and many other issues which basically stem from issues of the immune system. Now, that being said, perhaps the most predominant function or therapeutic quality of Agaricus mushroom is this ability to modulate the immune system. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this mushroom has high levels of beta-glucans and polysaccharides, which most medicinal mushrooms also possess. And these are the constituents that really give it most of its immunomodulatory benefits. And essentially, a polysaccharide is a complex long-chain sugar. It's made up of either monosaccharides or oligosaccharides, which are essentially a prebiotic sort of sugar that feed the healthy gut bacteria in our body. Now, considering that our immune system is mostly made up of our gut flora, 80% or more of our immune system is found within our gut, which is protected by trillions of cells of beneficial bacteria that basically protect pathogens from seeking into our bloodstream and causing disease, even cancer. So by consuming a mushroom that is high in beta-glucans, polysaccharides, these prebiotic constituents, we are essentially building the integrity of our immune system on a bacterial level. Now, if you look at what mushrooms do in nature, we find that they essentially are decomposers. They sort of turn death into new life. They eat away at our trash and the trash and death left behind in nature, and then through an alchemical process, turn it into new life to basically keep the balance of nature intact. And essentially, when we consume these mushrooms, this is what we're doing to our own body on a bacterial level. We are feeding the healthy microflora in our intestinal tract and throughout our body, which then basically keeps an ideal balance of 80 to 20 probiotic bacteria to pathogenic microorganisms that would otherwise decay and compose our bodies. So essentially, if we want to protect our bodies, if we want a longevity tonic, then we want a tonic that is essentially going to feed our immune system, our bacterial colonies that protect our immune system. These are probiotic bacteria responsible heavily for the production of immune cells, neurotransmitters, good hormones, and essentially everything that we want to experience good health, even the assimilation of nutrients for energy. So whether it's cancer or diabetes or low immunity or overcoming a common cold or flu, essentially we're trying to achieve one goal here, and that is strengthen the integrity of our immune system. And we can do that by taking medicinal mushrooms like Agaricus that have these medicinal constituents like polysaccharides and beta-glucans that feed our healthy gut flora and thus protect our immune system, make it more resilient, keep pathogenic microbes at bay that cause things like cancer and other degenerative diseases, and essentially build up our immunity. So next, looking at one of the popular benefits of Agaricus mushroom is that it's a liver protectant or a liver tonic herb. Studies have shown that consuming this mushroom helps protect your liver from toxicity and potential damage to our liver cells that could mutate and cause liver cancer. It's protected against hepatitis and liver cirrhosis and fatty liver disease. And essentially what it's doing is it's help cleaning the liver out of parasites, pathogenic bacteria, which are really what's going on when we have problems with our liver. It's just congested with toxicity and unwanted microbes. And a mushroom like this helps reset the balance, like I said, of our microbiome, which is going to also affect our liver positively and protect it from damage, which is going to have many other benefits in our body. We find that people who consume this mushroom typically have healthier weight, and that has a lot to do with the impacts of the impact of this mushroom's ability, positive ability on our. And that typically has a lot to do with this mushroom's positive impact on our hormonal health by positively impacting our liver, which is a predominant organ for hormone function, and it's a predominant organ for our metabolic function. So by improving the health of our liver, cleaning it up from microbes, pathogens, any sort of toxicity, it's going to function better. And perhaps one of the primary functions next to digestive function is hormone function, which is going to have, of course, a positive effect on our weight, because with a healthier liver, something that's clean, functioning, we're going to metabolize toxins more readily, eliminate those from the body that could cause weight gain, fat accumulation, and also help our bodies burn fat more efficiently, burn off sugar more efficiently, so we don't have issues like diabetes that could cause weight gain. So another positive benefit of consuming this herb is that it's used to treat issues like diabetes. And again, that has a lot to do with its essentially its effects on our immune system and the liver, which has a lot to do with our body's ability to regulate glucose or not. So our pancreas works in tandem with the liver to be able to regulate insulin, to regulate glucose, and basically metabolize and escort sugar out of the body once we consume it. So it's usually not uncommon for somebody who's diabetic to also be overweight and to also have some sort of fatty liver disease or some sort of issue with their liver and not properly regulating glucose and insulin. So this mushroom is something that could also preventatively help remedy issues like diabetes. Now, another really interesting benefit of this mushroom, and to just show the sort of alchemical magic and the powers of medicinal therapeutic mushrooms, is their ability to detoxify. Now, specifically, Agaricus mushroom has been shown to help detoxify heavy metals in the body. And as I said in the earlier part of this video, essentially that's what mushrooms do. So the same way that mushrooms have the ability to detoxify the planet and get rid of pollutants, heavy metals, other forms of toxicity, when we consume them, they do the same sort of alchemical process in our body, specifically shown to help our body metabolize heavy metals that can otherwise be lodged into our fat cells. And typically, people with thyroid problems, even autism, show high levels of heavy metals in their bodies, and they're not methylating and metabolizing these properly. But by consuming medicinal mushrooms like Agaricus, you're going to help your body readily metabolize these heavy metals and escort them out of the body. Now, the scientific explanation for this is that polysaccharides and beta-glucan obviously have a positive effect on our microbiome. They help promote the integrity of our probiotic bacteria, which in study and in experiment have been shown to be able to aid the detoxification process, and especially the elimination and metabolization of heavy metals. So these are just a few of the major benefits of Agaricus mushroom. Like most medicinal mushrooms, they possess really one sort of main health property, and that is the ability to modulate and strengthen the integrity of the immune system, which will essentially strengthen the integrity of your overall well-being. Because essentially, if we wish to improve our overall health, then we really want to achieve one main goal in the body, and that is improve our immune function. So if you're interested in supplementing with Agaricus mushroom, then you can click the link below.